Welcome back to episode 11 of my top 10 setups of the day. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more of these amazing setups. Coming in at our number 10 spot today is this very green and calming setup from RGN Ling. They've got a dual Samsung monitor setup with one vertical and one horizontal monitor, which I think looks great for this setup as it fills the desk out since there aren't that many decorations, but it also doesn't make things too cramped. Below the monitors, we've got a Keychron K6 keyboard with XDA keycaps. Next to this is a Corsair mouse on a SteelSeries mousepad, giving us quite the range of manufacturers. I'm a big fan of the decorative ivy and the medical poster off to the side, but the printed out logos could definitely do with an upgrade, I reckon. Our next entry comes to us from Crystal Notions, with their very cosy quarantine battle station. Though it isn't in the shot, they've got a very good PC with a Ryzen 5 3600X CPU, MSI Ventus 38 shrouded GPU, an IS47K cooler with a backplate mod, and an EVGA Supernova GM650 PSU. Moving on to what we can actually see, they've got a VOTech GNV34DB 3400 by 1440p 120Hz monitor front and center with a Viva USB light bar, which is a nice change up from the usual BenQ light bar that we normally see. Flanking the monitor is a cool set of C-Note DIY bookshelf speakers, as well as an AT2020 USB microphone. Below all of this you can see a DZ60 keyboard with DSA HANA clone keycaps, a Razer X Human Scale Pro click mouse, and a pair of AKG K7XX headphones. Last but certainly not least is the Herman Miller sail chair, although it's not featured in the picture. All in all, I'm a big fan of this setup, but I would love to see some more organised or clean decorations on the desk, although the Polaroid pictures are something definitely unique that we've not seen on this channel before. Coming in strong in 8th place, we've got this gorgeous and chic setup from user Sean2257. Right off the bat, I've got to compliment the fantastic colour scheme that they've got going on, with the blue and orange, which totally complement each other. We've got a single monitor setup with a single standing Asus monitor, which honestly looks really nice and refreshing to see. Interestingly though, even though there's actually only one monitor, it's actually on a Vivo dual monitor stand. On the awesome pegboard, which is becoming more and more of a common decoration, we can see a very nice set of Corsair headphones. All of this is resting on a dark stained Loud's countertop mounted to desk legs. That's a really nice looking desk. At number 7 on our list, we've got this really nice and minimalist setup. That gorgeous TV on the right is an LG 55SJ800. On the desk you can see a Razer mouse next to what appears to be a Razer Black Widow keyboard. All of the peripherals look really nice, although I would love to see how it would look with the RGB on the keyboard and the headphone stand set to a light blue or teal perhaps, just so that all of the colours are matching. Next is this awesome setup from this user, who uses it as a work from home architect, photographer and as a gamer. The desk they're using is a Goode desk, which I always love to see on these lists. On that desk we've got an LG monitor mounted on an InVision monitor mount from Amazon. Below that you can also see a stunning Skyloom SK64 keyboard with custom keycaps that match their Titan Wolf XL desk mat and RGB SteelSeries mouse. We also have a toner mic and stand over to the left, as well as a very fancy looking Yashica Electro 35G camera. Last but not least, we've got another decorative pegboard, with this one being the very popular IKEA SCARDIS board. Marking the halfway point in our list is this super yet simple and efficient work from home setup from Bailey Plays. Starting off with a classic, they've got the Carlby desktop resting on at least one IKEA Alex drawer. They've got a nice double monitor setup with two 24.5 inch Asus VG258 QR monitors, and below that is a very nice Keychron K2 keyboard. Next to that you can also see a Rode microphone, which works very nicely for any streamer. I really love how minimal and simple that they've kept this setup, only adding stylish wall art and a plant for decoration. Very nice job. Another pretty simple but effective setup coming in at number 4 from user Brooksy11. They've got a Samsung CRG9 ultra-wide monitor, which we've only seen 1 or 2 times on this list, since ultra-wide monitors tend to be less popular than a dual monitor setup. This huge monitor is mounted by a Wally heavy-duty monitor arm, which is certainly putting in the work holding up that beast of a monitor. This tech is sitting on a FlexiSpot desk in a gorgeous red-brown colour. At our number 3 spot, we've got 2 setups for the price of one from user Sentient Sandwich. Both desks are fully Jarvis desks with Jarvis dual monitor arms for the matching 27-inch LG 27UL600 4K edition and 27-inch LG 27GL850 Ultra Gear monitors. You can also see matching DT990 headphones and an Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. Whilst I'm a huge fan of the actual setups themselves, I would like to see some more decorations and work put into the actual room itself. It's very empty, but maybe this person likes it that way. At number 2 today, we've got a very aesthetically strong setup with this Lunar New Year setup from Excalibur 87. In their gaming PC, they've got a Ryzen 7 5800X, ROG Strix 3080 OC, an Asus X750 Prime with 32GB of 3200 MHz Corsair RAM in a Lian Li O11 Dynamic XL case, whilst the streaming PC has a Ryzen 5 3600, Asus ROG 1050 Ti, an Asus B450-F, and 32GB of 32 MHz ballistic RAM. For peripherals, you can see an Elgato Stream Deck as well as the incredibly popular Glorious Model O mouse. Observant viewers might have also noticed the PS4 mounted to their desk with a high-dip mount, which is certainly one of the more unique peripherals that we've ever seen. Finishing off our list strong today, we've got this stunning and peaceful setup from Different Ant. The cherry blossom aesthetic is very strong represented throughout this setup, especially when it comes to not only the artwork but also the RGB on the keyboard, mouse, mousepad and PC. Speaking of the keyboard, that's a very unique model that I don't believe that we've ever had on the channel. And I really like the break in the wrist rest on the keyboard, as I feel it would be much easier to hold your posture. The length of this desk is incredibly large, which is very fitting for the setup that they've got going. It's made from 2 IKEA desktops mounted together on legs. My only critiques of this setup, which admittedly is a very minimal critique, is that it would be awesome if they could level the heights of the monitors so that they're even. I'm not really too sure why the monitors are at different heights, but I'm sure they have a special reason for it. And that is the end of the list. Check out the description for a list of a lot of the gear that I've mentioned in the video. If you want to see more of these incredible setups, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on so that you don't miss the next episode. Leave a comment down below on which setup you think should have been number 1 on our list today.